Hi guys, AstroCass here. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. I love having you guys on here. This is going to be a November transit and this video is for my Gemini rising, so let's jump into it. So Geminis, your transiting sun starts off in your Scorpio 6th house. So this is just showing that you're really shining in the areas of your work duties, your health, your fitness. You're really being noticed for those areas, and that you know, with co-workers and what's going on, you're really shining and really feeling happy and motivated in those areas. On the 23rd, the sun then moves into your Sagittarius 7th house, so you're really going to be shining in regards to your relationships, marriage, partner, intimate relationships, romantic relationships, best friends, one-on-one relationships, close intimate relationships with your friends, but also business partnerships. So you're really going to be getting noticed for what you're doing in those areas. It does depend on your natal chart, so definitely check out that with all these transits that I'm talking about. But generally the sun's, you know, your vitality, happiness, it's where you're motivated, taking action, and what you're being noticed for. So Mercury, the planet of communication and learning, starts off in your Libra 5th house. So you really might be talking and communicating quite a lot about your children, your romance, dating life, or the risks that you're taking in your life, or just your fun and creativity that you're doing. So the 5th house is really children, creativity, all those sorts of, you know, really fun things that you're doing. So you really might be communicating about those a lot, or learning. Maybe you're learning a new hobby or a new creative activity, or maybe you're learning from your children or communicating more with your children. On the 7th, Mercury then moves into your Scorpio 6th house, so you're really going to be focusing on your routine, your work duties, your day-to-day activities. You might be communicating a lot for your work duties, or you might be learning and communicating a lot more about the routine. Maybe there's stuff you need to fix up at home with your housework and work and balancing things out. You might be learning some new activities or new duties in the workplace, so maybe you're learning some new stuff at work. And it's also health and fitness, so maybe you might be talking a bit about your health. Maybe there's medical appointments, maybe you're starting a new regime for exercise, or maybe just thinking about what you've achieved already and what you'd like to do, or setting some goals for yourself. And then on the 25th, Mercury moves into your Sagittarius 7th house. So then you're just going to be communicating more with your close partnerships and relationships. So whether it's a business partnership or a best friends relationship, intimate, romantic relationship, marriage partner, you're just going to be talking and communicating a lot with these people. There could be new contracts coming up for partnerships. 7th house is also open enemies, so you might be getting some news or information about this stuff. It can bring out a lot of those areas for you. Venus, the planet of love, romance, and money, is in your Sagittarius 7th house. So Venus transiting through your 7th house is really just showing you're really loving your relationships, especially your romantic ones or your marriage ones or your partnerships. You might be spending money on your partner or your close relationships, or maybe you're making money through a partnership, like a business partnership, or you could be potentially losing money from a business partnership. Venus does typically represent money and financial situations. But on the 7th, it'll then move into your Capricorn 8th house. So Venus transiting through your 8th house is then just bringing a focus on your partner's income and possessions. So it's your partner's money, or maybe your business. So it's showing finances that can be made or lost through your business that you've got, if you do have one. The 8th house is sex, death, rebirth, transformation. It's also debts, taxes, inheritance. So you could be getting money through inheritance or losing money through debts or taxes. So yeah, just make sure all those things are going well. Check out your natal chart, see what's happening for you. The 8th house is also occult, so you might be loving, you know, astrology or divination, or you might be finding out truth about a relationship or a partner, because the 8th house can be finding the truth and transformation as well. So Mars is in your Scorpio, transiting your Mars is transiting your Scorpio 6th house all of November. So Mars is our action, it's our desire, our passion, it's what we're fighting for and fighting with. So transiting through your Scorpio 6th house, you might be really motivated to finish off some of those old work duties that you haven't been able to get around. There might be more conflict or arguments at work, or maybe there's tension. You might be really motivated and passionate to pick up an exercise routine, or maybe you're doing really well with the current one that you've got. You've just got more energy and more focus and passion to get into your exercise routine. Maybe you've got more motivation to go to the doctors or go to those appointments that you haven't really been going to, those sorts of things. So yeah, I really hope you guys are enjoying this. So now let's have a chat about the new moon and full moons. We are in eclipse season, or coming into eclipse season. So The new moon is happening in your Scorpio 6th house. New moons are about new beginnings over the next 3 to 6 months. So you have new beginnings around your 6th house topics of routines, work duties, co-workers, health and fitness. So keep an eye out for them. That Scorpio new moon, which is a water sign, is happening on the 5th of November at 8:14 a.m. in Australian time. And it'll be at 13 degrees. So check out your natal chart and see if you have anything at 13 degrees and if it's activating anything in your chart. The full moon is in Taurus, so that's an earth sign that's happening in your 12th house. And that's occurring on the 19th of November at 7:57 p.m. at 27 degrees. So again, check out your natal chart, see what's happening with this new moon, full moon, sorry, and see if you've got anything at 27 degrees that's going to be activating that. Full moons are all about the endings of cycles, endings of situations. So have a look at when the Taurus new moon was and what's happened from then till now. So yeah, this full moon will bring endings over the next 3 to 6 months in regards to your 12th house topics. So 12th house topics are isolation, it's imprisonment, so whether that's you know, in a hospital or prison. The 12th house can be like traveling. It can also be the house of isolation and withdrawal. So you know, maybe you're about to bring cycles and endings to being isolated or feeling alone or doing more stuff by yourself, or maybe you're, you know, finishing up everything you've been doing when you've been working behind the scenes out of sight. You could be, you know, have learnt a lot of spiritual practices where you've been meditating and spending a lot of time by yourself. Maybe all those sorts of things are coming to an end because you've learnt a lot of those skills and practice them quite well. It's a house of transcendence and spirituality. You know, it's Pisces, it's, you know, isolation and being in that the dream world. So definitely keep an eye on all of those endings for you and what's happening. Can spike up some things with mental health sometimes, or, you know, just feeling quite alone. So don't forget to reach out to someone if you need to talk and just see how these endings are happening for you. But thanks for joining me. Don't forget to give us a like if you enjoy this video. I appreciate it so much, all the support you guys give me. And yeah, subscribe to my channel so you can keep up to date with content.